Coming in back post, Van Egmond scores. She was the assist queen on Friday night. Now she comes up with the opening goal.
Able to keep it into Vanna, couldn't get there. A finish by Van Egmond. The 17-year-old gets her first goal for Australia. Ball played in by Carmis. Vanna couldn't quite reach it. An emphatic finish from Van Egmond.
I think the earliest memory is the day she started playing. I don't know whether Gary's told you this story or not. And her twin brother Max was actually registered to play in the local, I don't know, under 5s, 6s soccer team at Balcombe Hills, and he was having an issue with the colour of the socks and he didn't want to wear the socks, so we had a bit of a tantrum happening.
We gave the uniform to Emily and went down there, and she really enjoyed the day, and that's probably the earliest memory I have of her starting with her football. She was a pretty athletic kid, so whatever she turned her hand to in regards to any sport, she was instantly pretty decent at it. And in football was no different. Once she got the bug for it, she started to, kick the ball around the house. We got like a nerve ball so that she was able to kick that around without breaking TVs and windows. I remember one World Cup year where she'd organised for the bed to be put out into the lounge room, of which then between myself and her, we both got a pick each every single game, and we watched the entire World Cup together.
I think she carries herself with integrity. I think she's brutally honest, and I like those traits. I think she goes out every game with the expectation that she's going to play to the very best of her ability.
She enjoys life, and it's ensuring that she gets that balance of her football and life itself.
I remember that moment actually. I was at a Newcastle Jets game and I was introduced to her at the end of the game. Leaving the ground, I think Gary introduced me. She had little blonde pigtails with ribbons in her hair, I think. She'd probably laugh at it now, but yeah, that's when I met him. I think with Em, she was probably one of my favourite players to ever play with. She's just one of those players you want on your team. She never gives up. She is just a really intelligent footballer. She reads the game really well. Just easy to play with. I remember playing in the middle of the park with her, and we were just kind of always in sync. But I remember her first Matildas camp, and she was doing so well. I think she was 15 years old, and just just came in, and it was like she'd been there for years, and she was training amazingly. And then I went in like maybe studs up, I can't remember, and I broke her ankle. I didn't realise at the time, I just kept training and found out a bit later, and I remember I felt horrible, but Em's personality was just like, she wouldn't even let me apologise, I think. She's like, no, that's part of the game, that's what happens. Like, I think she even said like she'd be disappointed if I went in any softer. Like, it's a complete different reaction you get from most people, and that's Em to a T. Like, she plays hard and she doesn't have double standards. She expects that from everyone else, and she takes it and gives it as good as she gets.
Down this particular end here, I think I remember it was Emily's favourite end for scoring, and she scored plenty. We didn't train down here, we trained up at the other ground at Dudley, but this is where we played, and I think from memory we were undefeated on this particular ground for the whole season. I think we got beaten in the grand final, but we won the points thing, which was just as good, I suppose. And over there to our right, the shed where we used to get in and sing the team song after every game, and Emily certainly would probably well remember that song, and she used to belt it out along with the other guys in the team. And as I said, but no, this is where the part of Emily that all the Dudley people remember, and I think I think she'd have fond memories of this place as well.
Oh, I think we got along straight away. Yeah, I think what we see in the national team is much different to what people see on the field. On the field, she's very serious and strong and tough and a bit of a warrior, but on the field, off the field, to us, she's a bit of a jokester. Loves to have a laugh, always mucking about, maybe too much, but I'm normally there with her. But yeah, she's just a good time. Bit of a stress head. We love to give her a bit of stick about that. She's definitely the biggest stress head of the team, but I think she gets that from her dad. To see how much she's grown, what the player she's become, and she stayed the same person the whole time, but you know, it's an amazing achievement to get to 100 games for your country. Not many people do it, so it's something she should be really proud of and something we're really proud of as a team to get another player there.
It's a huge honour to be able to put the jersey on 100 times. Obviously not many people have been able to do it, but yeah, a special moment, and to be able to do it with some of the girls that I've grown up with since I was, you know, 11 or 12, you know, to be where we are now has made it even more special. And yeah, like I said, it's just exciting and looking forward now for the prep for the Olympics.